Good morning. How are you kids? I hope you all are enjoying my tutorial and completing your work also. Okay, let's start today's session with these three questions. The first is you have to give the names. Name the following. First is objects through which light can pass. What those objects are called? Then those objects are called transparent. Okay, the next is object through which light cannot pass. What these are called? These objects are called opaque. The next is object through which light can pass partially. Then those type of object through which light can pass partially, they are called translucent objects. Okay, now next. Uh, now transparency, I have already explained this in the previous video. Now there are some examples in these examples. You can see the first one is the curtain. This is a curtain and curtain is opaque. You cannot see through it. Light cannot pass through the through this curtain. That's why it is called opaque. Now next is translucent object. This middle one, you can see this one. This is translucent. Light can pass partially. You can see not fully on the other side of it, but partially you can see. The next is transparent. This is the made up of glass. This window pane is of glass and it is transparent. You can see clearly through it. Now in this picture also you can see this boy is handling three type of the object. The first one is opaque. He is not able to see on the other side of this. And the second one you can see in this, he can see partially, as well as we also can see the face of that boy partially. That's why it is called the translucent material. Now in this picture you can see the boy can see clearly on the other side of the object. That's why this is called the transparent object. Okay, now next next is in this picture also there are given three type of the material and you have to separate it. See the first one. In the first picture you can see this is a glass cover or maybe a bowl, and inside the dice is there. Then dice is a opaque object and the bowl or this glass cover, this is the this is transparent and dice is opaque object. Now see next one. In this also this is lid. This is a lid. It is made up of glass. Then it is transparent. Now this one, this lid is opaque and this is the translucent. Okay. Now this is also this is a glass sheet. In this glass sheet, uh, it is showing the opaque, translucent type. है ना? That side, another side is not clear. Okay. Now see next. Separate separate the given object on the basis of transparency. Then see there are so many objects are given to you. First is a glass jar, clean water, air, wood, metal, brick wall, water paper, etc. Now see one by one. The first is glass jar. Then glass jar is transparent. Glass is transparent through the glass jar we can see. Then next is the clean water. Clean water, you can see in this glass also clean water is there. It also acts as a transparent object. Next, air. Air is a mixture of several gases, but we can see through it. It do not becomes interference between the any object and our eye. So light can pass through the air. It is called transparent. Now wood, opaque. Metal, opaque. The next is brick wall. Obviously it is also opaque. You cannot see on the other side of it. Then butter paper. Now see, this is a picture of the butter paper. Butter paper is translucent. This is translucent. You can see partially through it. The next is tissue paper. Tissue paper is also Translucent, we can see partially through it. Then thin plastic, if it is not colored, then it may be the translucent. Then wooden container, obviously it is wooden container, we cannot see another side, it is the opaque. Then cardboard carton, this is also opaque. Then next is the metal container, opaque, as the metal is also opaque, then the container is also opaque. Now next is ice. Ice is translucent, you cannot see on the another side of the ice clearly, but you can see partially, that's why it is the translucent. The next is uh, frosted glass. Frosted glass, you can see one of the example is given here, this is also a frosted glass. Through this glass we can see partially, it is not totally opaque, not totally transparent, it is translucent, we can see partially through it, that's why it is called translucent.